and that is terminal. There you will find one dollar symbol is there. After that, you are writing your command. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
is the scenario in whenever you are opening your terminal. This dollar symbol is nothing but it's a cell actually. This is one cell. So cell is exactly, this is one interface, you can say also. This is an interface between user and kernel. This is one statement you just remember. Then this is also called as a powerful tool to do programming. Okay. So another thing, I'll tell you something here. You see, whenever suppose you are writing here in your terminal, suppose I'll write here cp a dot txt, then b dot txt. What will happen here if this is my command? So what will happen here? Can anyone please explain this?
Ma'am, copy
Whatever,
the contents of file A to file B.
copy the content of file A to file B. This thing is happening here. Copy the content of file A to file B. So here this is a copy command. This is one copy command. So exactly what will happen? How this content of A will copy to the content of B? How it will happen? Do you have any idea how this thing will happen? You are writing a copy, that is a program in C for copying for content of one file to the another file. You are doing it or not? Whether you are doing it or not, copying the content of one file to the another file. Whether people are doing this? There are some programs, you are writing programs for copying the content of A to content of B, to B? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So here the same thing will done by using this cp command. Same thing will done by using cp command. So what exactly cp is? What exactly then cp is here? What the cp will do? So here this command is exactly, this is just like a program. There will be, whenever we are executing this command, this is nothing but a program which will be executed by this cell for doing certain task. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So here this program, cp is a program which will be executed by cell. So cp is a program which will be executed by a cell. Got it? Here cp is a program which is executed by the cell. Okay. Now we can say this cell is a command interpreter. Interpreter. We can say cell is a command interpreter. Okay. Now generally there are two types of cells are there. One is called as C cell. One is called as bond cell. Okay. Again, this bond cell are of three type. One is called as SH. One is called as KSH. One is called as BSH. SH means it's a default bond cell. KSH means that is con SH. This is called as bond again cell. Okay. So by default in Ubuntu, whatever cell you are seeing here, by default it's bash cell. Which cell?
Dash.
This is bash shell. By default. By default it's bash shell. How you will know which cell you are using whenever you are writing one command by using the terminals, how to know which cell is it. And how to change one cell also, I'll tell you how to change one cell in by using cell scripting. I will go to that part. Then C cell is again, there are two types of C cell. One is CSH, one will be TCSH. So CSH means, if you will see it, CHS is written, that means it by default C cell. TCHS means this is top C cell. That is one extended version of cell will be there. And the most popular type of cell in case of Linux will be the Bourne cell. And by default, Bourne cell will be the bus used by the Ubuntu system. This is the by default thing. Is it clear? Up to this, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am?
So, yes?
Ma'am, in KSH, what does that K stand for?
Con. KERN.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you please tell again what does the dollar sign denote?
What is the?
Dollar sign.
Dollar sign is that is for sale. Dollar sign means it's a sale. If you once you will get that dollar sign, that means it's a sale, and that sale is the main thing which will interpret these commands. Whatever command you are writing after this dollar.
It is like GCC for C programs.
GCC for C programs. GCC is not a sale, na? GCC is a compiler. GCC is a compiler. GCC is not the sale. क्या हुआ है? ये हैंग हो गया, क्यों हो गया? ये ओपन बोर्ड हैंग हो गया, खुल ही नहीं रहा है।
मैम आप जैम बोर्ड यूज कर सकते हैं ना, जीमीट के
नहीं, जैम बोर्ड में बहुत दिक्कत होता है, जैम बोर्ड बहुत छोटा ही होता है। ओपन बोर्ड इट्स अ वेरी नाइस थिंग इज हियर, यू कैन डू इट। वो एक्चुअली बहुत टाइम से खुला है, मेरा क्लास चल रहा था तो उस टाइम से खुला है, इस वजह से। कहाँ पे लिखे थे देखो, ओके ठीक है। टाइप्स ऑफ सेल लिखे थे इसमें, टाइप्स ऑफ सेल विल बी सी सेल, one will be the bone cell. This is SH, KSH, another will be bash. Here it's C cell, here CSH, then TSH, TCSH. Okay. So how you will know which cell you are using? How you will know which cell you are using? So there one command is there. The command name is after dollar. So whatever pwd will be there, you can check if it's written as ps. If you will write it as ps. So everyone just open your terminal, then write down ps. So this ps command is used to show your current running process in your system. So what is the process? I think all of you already know, because you're in OS theory part, sir already told you what is a process. Yes or no? Yes or no? So yes, whether you type PS in terminal, what you are seeing there?
Ma'am, using that echo, that dollar shell also will do that.
That is also do. Echo dollar cell, that also you will do it. Think why I am telling PS, that is some other objective is there. That's why I am telling PS here. So you just write it down PS, then press enter. क्या लिखा?
Bash.
Here it's written bash. Then something else, if some other things are there also, it will show this thing. Suppose previously you open your terminal here, suppose you already created one file or something will be there, then at that point of time this process also some other lists are there. But for the once you open a terminal, that by default one process will be running, that is the bash process, because that cell name will be the bash at that point of time. Is it clear, this ps command? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'll write down that cp, whatever I wrote there, cp a dot txt space b dot txt. Whether you know command line argument in C? Command line argument?
argv
Command
and
line argument.
argv. Yes, ma'am. In
No,
main
ma'am.
that argv
RC?
argv
ARC? ARB. Okay, नहीं पता है तो ठीक है, I'll tell you here. So here you see, this is my command. These are the two files whose content the source file to the destination file will be copied there. Yes. So here for this command, how many arguments are written for the cp command? For this cp command, how many arguments are written?
Two.
Two.
How many? Two arguments. What is this? This is argument 1. This is argument 2. Okay. So whenever in case of C cell, in case of any cell, not C cell, I am talking about the cell will be here. So this is command line argument. Here we are finding this two arguments are there, and this is by default it's called as the argument 0. That command will be the argument 0. Then this is argument 1. This is argument 2, and in a cell maximum 10 number of arguments are there. That means the last one will be the argument number 3. Argument number 9. Total number of argument will be 10. You can write in a cell after the cell dollar from maximum 10 number of argument can be written there. Please remember this thing. Maximum 10 number of command line arguments written there, including this command. Always the command will be the argument 0. After that 9 argument can be written. Is it clear? Up to this, is it clear? Is it clear? Is it clear?
yes ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now, if I want to write a C program for the same copy thing by using this command line argument, how to write it? Int main, suppose I'll write int main. Then for the command line argument, here this is the argc, that is for the number count, argument count. Then there will be one argument vector will be there, that is character. Character star star argv. This is the argument vector, and this argument vector argv, this 0 first vector will be cp, then argv1 will be a dot txt. According to my example I am telling, here the argv2 will be b dot txt. This is my argument vector here. Okay.
Excuse
Now
me, ma'am.
we have to do, yes,
Ma'am, within main the parameters are argc,
then char. This is char. I think you all of you know this one because it's in C programming. This is argv. This is argument vector. Here, since we have to do the file operation, I have to read the content of A and write into the into B file. So for that we have to what to do? We have to create
File
file
pointer.
pointer. Let this file pointer will be star fp, one file pointer. We have to open the file. We have to open which file? First
argv1,
argv1
v1 in read
in
mode.
which mode?
Read mode.
We have to open it in read mode. This is the first thing. Then we have to open another file B also, and we'll declare on file pointer fp1. Then I'll open that file argv. Which file?
2 in write mode.
2 in light.
argv2 in
Light.
W.
write mode. Okay, then what to do?
Then we'll light of while loop.
How to read a character? Suppose late I'll read a that is the character by character. I'll get it f gets, that is one f gets function will be there. F gets, so what, from where it will get? From
A.
fp.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Then I'll write it into by using file pointer 1. Then there is a function f puts. F puts function, what to do? I have to write by using pointer 1. what I'll write that character. Okay, this is for only one character. I read one character from here, write into here. But it's not like that. There is a repetitive process will be there. We have to read the entire file. Then what to do?
You have to run a
Then
while loop for
while
until the file is empty. I mean, not equal to end of file. Something.
while this is the end of file.
Yes,
End of
yes.
file, you just see the syntax from man page, how to write the end of file option here. Then I'll read it. So after reading the entire content of the file, I'll write it into, that is I copied every character by character from argv1 file a.txt to b.txt. Then we have to close both the pointer, also file pointer, f close, that is f close na, f close
Yes,
fp
ma'am.
pointer, then also f close fp1 pointer. This is the program. If you will execute it, just end of file का syntax है man page से देख के लिख देना. So then this is the thing. This is simply a program which will copy the content of a.txt to b.txt. Yes or no? By using this command line argument kind of thing. Suppose I'll save this file. Let it be. I'll save it in some C program. Suppose save it as, suppose program.c. Okay, I saved it. Then what to do? I have to compile it, gcc prog.c. Okay, now I want to create one binary executable file for this one. Binary executable file, -o option will be used there, and I'll write down that binary executable file name as cp. Binary executable file name as cp. I'll compile this program.c and create one binary executable file. That name will be cp. Clear? That name will be cp. Next, if you remember, that is /a.out. You are writing, na?
Yes.
After compilation, what is it? This a.out will be one binary executable file. That is by default will be created once you will compile there. Now here I don't want to execute it by using a.out file. I want to create one binary executable file whose name will be cp. That's why I'm using this -o option will be here. Okay, now how to execute this file? How to execute it? How to execute it?
No, cp.txt, b.txt.
/cp.
Yes.
Not only cp.
Okay.
/cp. Then I have to pass two arguments. Here it's written argument 1, argument 2. I have to write a.txt. Then I have to write b.txt. Then it will, that program, this program will be executed. So here what is it? This cp will be one executable program. Here also the cp is also one executable program. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
So what exactly, whatever command you are writing, what exactly it does, there's nothing but it's an executable program will be there. And that shell scripting job, that shell job is to interpret command line interpreter. It will works like the command interpreter. It behaves as the command interpreter there. Is it clear? Whether this program, how we are making this executable file, is it clear? Is
Ma'am,
it clear?
can the argv be of int type?
Argv is of, no, command line argument, that is always it will return type, that is a character type. Not
Strictly
this.
character.
That is the syntax. Here is the syntax for this one. You cannot just change the syntax. Okay. So next we'll move to how to write a shell program. How to write a shell program. How to write a shell program. Okay. So whenever, how to identify this is a shell script. If any file with .sh extension, the file with .sh extension, this is one shell program file. .sh extension. So first step, we have to create a file with dot sh extension. So how to create a file? Here, many options are there. Torch is there, cat is there. I'll create one file by using gedit. Gedit, suppose my file dot sh. Okay, my file dot sh. So gedit will open there, and in the shell scripting, I want to execute. Here you see, whenever we are writing, suppose I'll write who command will be there. So what I am getting, that is the who are the user of my system. Suppose I'll write date. What I am seeing here, this is the current date
Current
and
date
time.
and time.
It's showing this thing. Now, instead of writing this command in terminal, I want to non-interactive. We want to use this command in non-interactive mode. Here you see, you are writing who, then date, then you are getting the output here. But I don't want to write these commands here. Instead of, I want to write it in a shell script, and I'll use that shell script, shell program, to see these output of these two commands. I want to do it like this. So for that reason, what to do? I created one shell programming file, myfile.csh. Then with that file, I'll write who and date. Then I'll save the file, save myfile.sh. I'll save it. Okay, save, then close gedit. Then again, you will be at your terminal. Then again, you will be at your terminal. Then the thing is that whenever I'll execute this shell scripting, I already told you this shell will execute whatever that thing. That should be one executable program. Here, that is that compilation, these things are not there, and only thing you have to do the executable program. You have to execute an executable program. Actually, since I am telling the sales are the executable programs are here, sale programs, so I have to write my file .sh, then it should be executed. Then it should be executed. Yes or no? Yes or no? Because we know
Yes,
that
ma'am.
if I am making CP as one executable program, I have to write ./cp, then it will be executed. Likewise, if my file.sh is an executable program, then it can be executed like this. Yes? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But there will be one issue here. What is that issue? Main issue is that whether this file executable permission is given to the user. Executable permission is given to the, because I created this file, my file.sh. So whenever you create some file, there is some permission will given to the owner, user, group, everywhere. Whether that executable option is there or not. Executable option is there or not. So how to check it? ls -l, directly write down my file.sh. My file.sh will check. So we'll find some option will given here. If executable option is there, then it's okay. If it's not there, then how to add some options? Then we have to use chmod, then u plus x to home. To I want to give this option to my file.sh. If that executable option is not there, we have to add executable permission to file my file.sh. Then I can execute it. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So now, anyone please share your terminal. Please share your terminal. Anyone please share your terminal. मैं बंद कर दी हूँ इसको यहाँ पे. अरे
अच्छा मैं करता हूँ क्या?
हाँ करो, कुछ है नहीं इसमें, मैं जानबूझ
नहीं,
के ये कर रही हूँ, तुम लोगों का भी थोड़ा मतलब सीखो कितना कैसे
एक सेकंड।
frequently how you people are using all these things.
हाँ दिख रहा है?
Yes,
हाँ, is it visible?
yes, full screen zoom, zoom. Okay, PS command you already do this thing. So now you do it as gedit. Go to the
अच्छा,
gedit.
wait a second, wait a second. Wait.
Suppose my file dot sh.
Enter.
Okay, write down who,
Wo. Press
then
enter.
enter, press enter, then date. These are two commands. We want to non-interactive use. Then save this file, close it, save. Save option है वहाँ पे लिखा है,
मैम
save है
सेव
ना?
कर, हाँ सेव कर दी, कंटिन्यूस।
Okay. Now you want to see whether this gedit myfile.sh having executable mode or not, execute access permission or not. You check it, ls minus l minus space नहीं है रे, l और minus r. Then myfile.sh, you see the permissions. Executable permission is not there. Then what to do?
Ma'am,
Yes.
how did you know that it is means executable file is not permitted? Means, where
Whether
is
you attended that classes whenever I taught that RWX access permissions.
no, ma'am, I guess I was having fever.
So that RWX, there are three access permission, three set of permissions are written there. You see,
Okay.
RW dash, RW dash, R dash dash like this. So since X is not there, that means that execute permission is not there. Press enter. Now you press enter. Change mode. Now you write down ls minus l myfile.sh. Now you see that executable permission added there. That owner having this, user having this executable permission, execute permission. Now you write down dot slash myfile.sh. Now you see it's showing that who will be that username, then the current date and time. If you here also you execute who, you write down who, you'll find the same thing is there. Write down date. Is it clear? Here it's showing that date, that some second difference will be obviously differ there, because you executed before 10 seconds, let it be, here it's also due to that second the current time it will show na.
Right.
Okay, so this is the first thing you have to understand whenever you have to write one shell scripting, whether it's since it's an executable thing, executable file will be there, whether that execute permission is there or not, that is the first thing. Okay, so here in case of इसको थोड़ा बड़ा कर सकते हो जो लिख रहे हो,
कौन सा वाली?
font size of
अच्छा
gedit,
अच्छा अच्छा
gedit फाइल का. ओके, फॉन्ट साइज कहीं पे होगा ना, यहाँ पे व्यू में देखो, नहीं व्यू ऊपर है ना, व्यू.
मैम प्रेफरेंस यहाँ पे नहीं, सेव के पास तो तीन आइकन है, उसके ऊपर
हाँ
क्लिक
हाँ,
करो।
सेव इसमें आओ. हाँ
प्रेफरेंसेस
वहाँ
में जाओ।
पे नहीं, वो
प्रेफरेंसेस
तो व्यू हो गया.
प्रेफरेंसेस व्यू
अच्छा
के
अच्छा
पास
अच्छा प्रेफरेंसेस, ओके।
फॉन्ट एंड कलर्स में जाओ।
फॉन्ट कलर्स, व्यू एडिटर फॉन्ट कलर्स. हाँ तो है नहीं देखो ऑप्शन.
यूज द सिस्टम विद स्पेस इंक्रीज कर दो।
साइज थोड़ा वे इंक्रीज कर दो. हाँ हाँ, बस उतना हो जाएगा. सिलेक्ट. हाँ, बंद करो इसको. नाउ यू सी whenever you are doing this command, here your by default cell will be the bash cell. Okay, if you want to change the cell in which cell it will be executed, then your first statement before who, the first statement should be, write it down. First statement should be hash first statement before who?
अच्छा अच्छा
Press enter before who? Then first statement will be slash.
स्लैश
Then there will be in your keyboard there will be one exclamation sign, that is with digit 1 slash nahi hash
अच्छा
hash, then exclamation.
हैश
Then you write down slash bin slash sh. That means it's the bond cell right now. By default, bond cell, not the bond again cell. That is the sh bond cell will be, it will be executed with the bond cell sh. If you want to use it in con cell, you have to write down ksh like this. And you see, in case of cell scripting, there is another most important thing is that hash symbol will be used for the comment line. But whenever you are writing this statement, there also hash is there, and it must be the first statement. Then it not behaves as a comment statement. That hash is called a cbang statement will be there, which will be used for the in which cell you want to execute your program. For that purpose it's used there. If after that press enter, press enter, press
प्रेजेंटेड
enter, write down hash
हैश
my first program. So now it becomes one comment statement. Here that hash will be used as the comment statement. That comment statement, whatever role of comment statement in C, C++, Java, here also same role of the comment statement will be here. Then the comment statement, that hash will be used here. Okay. Now you save it.
या
Okay. Now do the once again, it's not required to compile or anything. You just simply write down /myfile.sh, clear it, then .myfile.sh. Now you see it's showing this thing. How to know which cell is this? How to know this thing? Write down PS. Here also bash it's showing. But that execution is done in the case cell, that is the in bond cell. How to see that thing? मुझे इसको याद मतलब पता लगाना पड़ेगा. How to know this thing? Echo. Well, that is because you open that terminal initially, the by default will be that bash. But that program cell scripting, whatever you are using at time writing, that will be used by the sh cell will be there. If you will nothing right there, then it's by default the bash cell will execute this one. We'll see. I'll tell you how you check in which cell that program will be executed. Okay, this is the first thing. Then we'll see in the normal programming language, we know we have to declare variable, then we have to use different operators, we have to evaluate expressions, if else, control statement, that is the branching statement, while, for, if else, if. These things are there. Then if else, all these things are there in normal programming. C, C++, Java. Here also same thing can be applicable. But here it's very easy to use this thing. It's a less restricted thing will be here. So you go to that program, gedit,
gedit
same program, myfile.report. Okay. So my program उसको enter करो, ये who हटा दो यहाँ से.
अच्छा वो तो
हाँ, who date सब हटा दो उसमें. Okay. Now I want to declare a variable. I want to declare a variable. You just write down, suppose num1. देखो, num1 equal to 10. Now num1 becomes a variable whose content of this variable will be 10. Suppose press enter, num2 equal to 20. Now num2 is a variable whose content will be 20. Got it?
yes ma'am
Got it? Likewise, you will declare the variables. So how to print, that is the printf job, how we'll do this printf thing, output statement here. That printf can also be used here. But the most important statement used for the output here is echo. Write down echo. Enter, press enter, echo.
Ma'am, here data types is not there.
No, it's not there. Then within double quote, echo, that output by default it's string. Here also, whatever input you declared num1, num2, by default it's a string. By default it's a string. If you want to use at a floating point number or it's a integer, I'll tell you how you will convert this string to integer or floating. Echo, write down any statement there. Anything you write down. Okay. Now you save it. Yeah, फिर close this gedit. Okay. Now again execute it. ./myfile.sh. See, this statement will be printed. Okay, go back to the gedit again. There I want to print the content of num1 and to print the content of num1. So write down, press enter, echo. So within double quote write value of suppose num1. Then equal to how to get the value of num1. That is the most. Is double quote बंद मत करो. So before double quote मैंने close करने के लिए नहीं कहा है double. Okay. Write down $num1. Dollar means here. Dollar means it will gives you the content of num1. It will gives you the content of num1. Then save. Then once again execute it. See, you are able to get the num1, num2 value. Okay. So num2 also same. You can do it by using same num2 value. Echo same statement copy कर दो num2 लिखो. Same statement copy कर दो direct. Num2. Okay. Now I want to add these two numbers. So go to line number 4. Press enter. Then write down another variable. Let it be result. लिखो result equal to what I want to add. Okay, लिखो ठीक है. num1 plus num2 लिखो. Then save execute. अच्छा क्या लिखे है देखो क्या आता है फिर. क्या उसको प्रिंट नहीं किया रिजल्ट ना
प्रिंट नहीं किया.
Okay. Once again you write down another statement to print the result. कॉपी कर दो उसको. रिजल्ट इक्वल टू डॉलर रिजल्ट. ठीक है लिखो. क्या है num1 plus num2. Why it's showing num1 plus num2? But I already told you by default whatever things at the will be the string here. So if I'll num1 means num1 content means what?
$.
$. ठीक है लिखो डॉलर. बैक जाके फिर भी नहीं होगा. बट यू राइट इट डाउन. num1 content means it's $. Okay. लिखो.
मैम ब्रैकेट देना होगा.
ब्रैकेट देना होगा नहीं तो बाद में देखते हैं. पहले अभी देखो num1 plus num2 क्या आ रहा है. $num1 plus num2. स्क्रीन क्लियर कर दो थोड़ा. दिख नहीं रहा है. ओके
10%.
एग्जीक्यूट करो. क्या है 10 plus because dollar will extract the content of num1 and num1 and num2 but it will not add this content. Why?
ब्रैकेट another $.
No. Here the thing is that you just go back there. I'll tell you. Here the main thing is that whenever you want to add this, it will evaluate it at the expression, then only it will execute add these two content. So for the expression, how to evaluate it as one expression, before dollar you just write down there Go back there. There is a backquote symbol. Backquote, you know, in your keyboard, our tab key, there will be one tilde symbol, whatever you are using for destructor. Tilde के
Yes,
नीचे जो है,
back
that
tick.
is, yes, backquote. You write down XP, EXPR, then space, then num1 space. That is most important here. num1 space, no, num1 लिखे हो ना, dollar num1 लिखे हो तुम ना.
अरे डॉलर
Dollar
है
num1 is there. Then space,
स्पेस
space again plus, then another space. Space is most important here. Then और space नहीं चाहिए वहाँ पे. अरे एक्सप्रेशन नहीं चाहिए, एक ही एक्सप्रेशन है ना, दैट इज वन एक्सप्रेशन. सो उसके बाद num2 के बाद आओ, देन अनदर बैकवर्ड. What is the meaning here? This is called as one expression, and this expression expr word is used only for evaluation of numeric expression. expr is used only for evaluating numeric expression. Now you save and execute. Please remember, these things are most important here. Space is most important here. If you will not write the space, then error will be there. Now you see, it's added this result. 10, it added 10 plus 20, it's equal to 30. Okay. So again, come back to that gedit.
अच्छा, which space you are talking about? Which space?
I'm talking about space after expression, space after num, space after plus symbol. If you will not give that space, then it will generate an error. Will be there, that output will not shown correctly. Okay.
Ma'am, 10 and 20 are also stored as a string in num1 and num2.
But by using this expression evaluation, that convert that string to the integer value. Numeric evaluation के लिए expression है. Now I'll tell you another thing. You write down num1. Num1 convert that 10 to 10.5. Change that num1 to 10.5. Now it's not an integer. So check whether it's showing this result or not. You save and go back and there execute it.
Not showing.
Not showing the result? No. Because that expression cannot evaluate the non-numeric expressions. Non-numeric values it cannot add, their expression values are there. Is it clear? So go back to their gedit, how you will do this thing, I'll tell you again.
Ma'am?
Yes?
Ma'am, for integer, my code is not showing any output.
There will be space issue will be there, nothing else. This is the code, here also it's showing, na? Whatever I am writing, main thing will be the space issue will be there.
Okay.
And this one is required now, or not required?
This one, let it be there. Let it be there, don't worry why. So then come to the, if since the num1 will be 10.5, it's a floating point number, how we'll do this same thing? So instead of this expression, write down echo. Array resident, chalo usi mein. You write down echo there. expr, instead of expr, write down echo. अरे वो कोड रहेगा, कोड क्यों हटाए मैंने? जो हटाने के लिए बोलूंगी वही हटाना बस. Okay. Now it's echo num1 plus num2. Okay. जो है then space. Then pipe symbol. Why pipe symbol will be used? Why pipe symbol will be used?
किसी और को इनपुट में जाएगा.
So here that input, that command will be bc. Space bc. Space bc. Okay. Now this bc command is used for this floating point expression evaluation. Got it? BC command is used for this floating point. If you want to in detail know about this, then you just go to that man page of BC, then you will get it. But you remember this BC is used for the floating point. You have to remember all this thing right now. Whenever I am telling all this, these are the basic things required for the self-programming. So now save it and execute, whether you see whether you are getting this floating point result or not. See? Now it's working? Yes or no? Numeric expression evaluation, non-numeric expression evaluation. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the question is that how will take input? How will take input? Here we are assigning values to the variable, but whether is there any possibilities that will take the input during the execution time? Yes, this thing is there. Or whether
Read.
you can take the input in command line. Yes, that can also be possible. Then how to do this thing? Again, go back to that gedit. Okay. Now, instead of this num2 equal to 20, you go there. num2 के पास या num1 किसी के पास भी जा सकते हो. Just line number 3 के बाद enter करो. Then write down echo. Write down echo. Just a printf statement. Space read num1 या फिर enter num1. अरे डबल कोट दोगे ना. इको स्टेटमेंट कैसे लिख रहे हो? डबल कोट में इको एंटर नंबर 1 या num2 नंबर 1 तो असाइन कर दिए ना.
अच्छा नंबर 2.
Then end करो डबल कोट. Why I am writing this statement is just like the printf then scanf. Otherwise you are not able to understand whether it's asking for input or not. Press enter.
Center.
Then read is there. Read is used to read an input at the execution time. Read space num2 previously and जो num2 नीचे लिखे उसको हटा दो. Here you see we didn't declare num2 as a variable till now, but directly we can use it as a variable there. You just see. Save it and execute. Save and execute. Close and execute. अब execute करो.
वो बाय डिफॉल्ट ऐसा ही हो रहा है ना. ऐसा ही तो नहीं.
ऐसा ही नहीं हुआ. वो input देंगे ना. Execution time में will give the input. See, then give the input as any number. You will give it. Floating point भी दे सकते हो, कोई problem नहीं. Enter. You see now. It's not required to declare that variable also here. That flexibility is here also. Is it clear? This is another way of taking input. Then next is that how we'll take the input as during the command line. Command line argument or how to take the input from the command line. That is the thing we have to see. So how to do this thing? If you remember, I told that time, if cp then a.txt, b.txt I am writing, that cp will be the first argument of cell, that is we can say $0, then a.txt will be $1, b.txt will be $2, like this up to total $9 number of command line argument you can pass there. Okay, so here my file, once I am executing it, can please stop sharing your screen? So please stop sharing your screen. Don't but don't close it. It will be there as it is. See. So here, if you will write down whatever I told that time, a.txt, b.txt, like this. I told this is the first argument, this is second, this is third. If you want to access this argument, we have to write $0, $1, $2 in case of cell programming. Okay. Now, command line means I have to write here /myfile.sh. Then I have to pass the argument. Now this myfile.sh will be $0. The next will be $1. Next will be $2, like this. Now I want to pass two arguments, num1 and num2. Okay. So num1 and num2. So num1 will be $1. Num2 will be $2. Yes or no? Yes or no? Is it clear? Is it clear? Okay. Now in that program, instead of declaring this num1, it's not required there. Here you can directly write echo, suppose value of num1 equal to what? $1. Echo value of num2 equal to $2. Then here suppose result equal to, कैसे लिखेंगे? ये जो बैककोट echo suppose I'll write $1 plus $2, then BC, like this, backward, not single quote. Is it clear? So you just do that changes there. If those are doing this program, they can do it also. You share your screen right now.
Okay.
इसको हटा दो, num 1 num 2 वहां से हटा दो.
दूसरा भी ले सकते हैं ना?
लाइन 3, हाँ दूसरा भी ले सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं.
हाँ वही करते हैं।
क्या हुआ? टाइप नहीं हो रहा है.
हाँ तो मैम इसको डेसिमल नहीं दे सकते क्या? 5.2 ऐसा नहीं कर सकते क्या?
नहीं, $1 मतलब क्या है? द फर्स्ट आर्गुमेंट. डेसिमल क्या है? 5 कैसे दे सकते हैं? $1 मीन्स व्हाट? दैट इज द फर्स्ट आर्गुमेंट.
ओके
$2 मीन्स सेकेंड आर्गुमेंट. कुछ भी लिख सकते हो. सेव करो इसको. चलो वहां पे माई फाइल, हियर राइट इट. क्या हुआ? ये इसमें रह गया है. क्या किया अभी? कुछ नहीं दिखाया. यू जस्ट गो देयर, राइट डाउन ./myfile.sh. वेट करो, मैं जो बोल रही हूँ. //
अच्छा यहाँ पे.
अरे जस्ट वेट, यू जस्ट गो टू द टर्मिनल. इसको क्यों बंद कर दिए?
ये करना है?
हाँ, यहाँ पे लिखो स्पेस. वी हैव टू पास 1 आर्गुमेंट ना देयर. हाँ, सब चीज रख दिए, इस वजह से समझ में नहीं आ रहा है. स्पेस, एक आर्गुमेंट पास करो, जो भी नंबर लिखो, एक कुछ भी लिख सकते हो. प्रेस एंटर. इट विल आस्क फॉर द इनपुट आल्सो बिकॉज यू गिव दैट देयर. स्टेटमेंट इज देयर आल्सो. इसी वजह से मैं बोल रही थी कि तुम्हें समझ में नहीं आएगा इसको देखने के लिए. हियर यू सी दैट नंबर इज इक्वल टू 27. दैट इट विल टेक फ्रॉम दैट $1. that will be the argument from the command line argument is this one. Is it clear?
Yes ma'am. क्लीन कर देगा.
Okay, so this is for the command line argument. Input output thing will be there. So next, you stop sharing your screen, then I'll tell you operators, how to write the operators there. Then different arithmetic, relational and logical operator, then control statement, then we'll go back to the program.
हेलो मैम.
हाँ
मैम काम क्यों नहीं कर रहे फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट?
काम तो किया इसमें, क्यों कि नहीं कर रहा है? मैंने तो दिखाया जहाँ पे काम कर रहा है. तो मेन चीज वही है, स्पेस वेस कहीं पे कुछ गड़बड़ किए होंगे. देन हाउ टू यूज अरिथमेटिक ऑपरेटर्स.
कमेंट्स कैसे ऐड करते हैं?
हैश
ओके.
comment. So here arithmetic operator plus, minus, star, slash, these things are there, and this will be used with the expression only, because arithmetic operator is used for the numeric value, then that is used with the expressions. Expression you will write down for expression, then you will write down suppose num1 $num1 plus space $num2, then end double quote. That जो back quote will be there. This is for the arithmetic expression evaluation. Then there are some arithmetic expressions operators are there also, not equal to. So this is for assign, this is for equal to, this is for not equal to. How you will use it? You have to use, like you see how we are writing it. Say you have to write down one bracket, then space. Space is most important here. You see here. Then I have to write not assign तो directly हो जाएगा. Assign, if you will write down assign, suppose I am writing a will be a variable a equal to $b. Previously suppose I'll write down b equal to 10. Now this 10 will assign to the content of b will assign to a. This is the assign operator. But if you want to now that compare these values whether these both are equal or not, the syntax will be square bracket then space then $a then space double equal to then space $b then space close this bracket. Is it clear? Not equal to also same syntax will be you have to use space not equal to then space $b, only one space, not multiple spaces are there. Then next will be relational operator. So here that relational operator minus eq means it's for the equal to operator, then minus any that is not equal to, relational equal to not equal to. Here for relational equal to how to check it, then dollar minus eq then $b space. Not equal to also same type of thing you have to write minus any $b. So, then gt will be so greater than minus lt for less than minus less than equal to greater than equal to like this. So how to write it down? If I'll check it, that expression will be minus gt dollar. So what it will return? It will return if it's true either 0 or 1. Here also it will return either 0 or 1. This expression value will be either 0 or 1. Normal relational operator काम जैसे करता है, the same thing will be there. But here the syntax you have to follow like this. Is it clear? This syntax, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then logical operator is there. Logical operator is there. So here minus o means it's for the logical or, minus a for logical and. So how to write down? Suppose I have to write here $a less than suppose less than 20, then and minus a, suppose $b whether it's greater than 100. If this is true, then the result will be true, otherwise the result will be false. So this type of operators you will use there. Then I'll write down the branching statement here. Branching statement we have to use if else here. Job will be same, if else whatever job will be in C, C++, here also same thing, but here the syntax is different. How to write if, then bracket, you have to write down the expression, whatever expression you want to evaluate here. Suppose this is one expression I have to evaluate. Okay. Then if, you have to write if के बाद then, that is not in C, C++, then statement, only if here, then this if will close with 5. This is the syntax. This is the syntax. Then if it's if else will be there, then we have to write if, then space expression, then statement, whatever statement you want to write here, come to else. Else के बाद then नहीं होता है, else will be else as it is in normal. If this is not true, then it will come to the else part, After the execution else, then 5 will be there. Okay, this is if else, then if else if is also there. How to write it down here? If, then expression, then statement, then ELIF. Here it's not else if, this is ELIF, then expression, then statement. Likewise, multiple ELF, IF you can write. If all the statement are false, then else will be executed. Else statement, else के साथ expression नहीं चाहिए. Then close with 5. This is the syntax for if else if. Is it clear? Is it clear? This much for today, the syntax part. I already posted some assignment in your Google Classroom. So I'll share that thing here.
Ma'am, do you have some formatted, structured this notes of this stuff? Because
Structured note? No.
Sometimes we get missed out, so the part get missed.
So I can share only these whatever I wrote there. I can make it a PDF and I can share it. But I don't have any structured note or anything else.
Okay.
I'm simply.
Means at least the commands and topics. If we know that, suppose we sometimes miss one or two.
So you have to write it down whenever I am telling.
Yes, ma'am. We are writing it down, but in some cases, if we miss or sometimes we lack concentration, so that time it can get missed.
I don't have any note for this one. Actually,
ma'am, this
I'm
PDF
telling you
will work.
line by line everything. That's why I'm not taking the note of anything. Because whatever I'm telling, the same time I used to do what? I used to execute everything, then I am showing all these things. Okay, so I think all of you got your assignment in Google Classroom. I already posted there in your Google Classroom. You just check it once. You just check it once. You just check it once. Is it there? Is it there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you just see all the assignments there. Whether you are facing any difficulty. There are very basic programs are there. Display your name, address, then addition of number, taking input from the keyboard, that is in the execution time. These type of programs are there. Very simple programs are there.
Ma'am, do you have to make separate programs for all of these, or can I?
Because you have to submit this assignment.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, please tell us the submission procedure, ma'am.
Submission procedure, I'll tell you. Submission procedure is that you have to write down this course and what to do. Make the PDF file, then upload it in Google Classroom. This is the submission process.
Ma'am, handwritten?
No, not handwritten.
Ma'am, but we cannot copy that in the Windows file if you are doing
Screenshot मार लेना.
हाँ वही ना मतलब इतना.
नहीं तो वहीं पे गेट में डाले ना, फिर उसको वहीं से फोन में शेयर पे कर लेना फाइल्स को एक जगह डाल के.
So these are the programs. I think all of you already see these programs. Here, write a cell program to take your input of your name and display the same. Cell program that multiply two number using command line argument, whether a given number is even or odd. Yes.
मैम कमेंट लाइन आर्गुमेंट मतलब कौन सा था वो डॉट स्लैश फाइल नेम उसके बाद स्पेस देके जो लिखते हैं वो कमेंट लाइन आर्गुमेंट्स था.
हाँ.
अच्छा ओके मैम.
Write a program to check whether a given number is even or odd. Right, then find greatest and smallest among three given number. The logic will be same everywhere. Huh? Say display the date format and the time format. You see Here some tricky thing is given. The thing is that display the date, display the date in DDMM YY format and time in hour, minute and second format, AM PM time zone with a greeting message like good morning, good evening, etc. based on the current time. So how to know how to change the date and time format with the date command? You just go to the man page of date, you will find there are multiple options are there. You can use it. Then with that command, then it will be done. That command you have to write in a shell script file, then save it and execute it. Okay. Then here based on the grading system, that is a else if else if wala this one. Fetch the data of a particular student, then stored from a stored file, then calculate and displays total mark and aggregate percentage secured in a semester. How to fetch the data from a file? Student present in the third row of the file. I told you some command.
Yes ma'am, CAT करके
डेटा ऑफ ए पर्टिकुलर, ये तो तुम लोग सोचोगे ना, मैंने इस वजह से जो कमांड पढ़ाया था सर.
यस मैम, GREP करके कुछ हो जाएगा वो फील्ड के
तुम लोग सोचोगे उसमें जैसे GRP है या WC वर्ड काउंट है या कैट है, क्या है, यू विल थिंक एंड डू इट. जो इसमें यूज होगा आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू. Then write a shell program to take the input of a file name, check whether that file exists or not. If file exists, then display the last column of every record of the file. That thing also you know how to see the last column. There is a quote command with the field option.
Yes. Tail में use करना है ना, I mean.
नहीं tail नहीं है ये. Tail नहीं है.
Oh, tail तो last 10 lines दिखाता है.
Then first is that you have to search a file. That means you have to use the find command.
Yes.
Whether the file exists or not. If that file exists, then cut the last column. So that last column output. Cut with the field will be the last column.
Okay.
Okay. So write a menu based shell program which will get you just see. That is program list files, create directory, menu based program. There are multiple options. File listing means ls-l command will be with the first option. Second, create directory. Then change directory, remove directory, create file, copy file and remove file. These are the 7 options and you have to use else if else if wala part. Okay? Got it? You just थोड़ा दिमाग लगाना पड़ेगा 3 प्रोग्राम में, बाकी में वो that is very simple. So if you want, then sir and madam, if you want, you can give your link so student will join into different group.
हाँ तो कोडिंग
You can check your mail.
Again? Sir, 40
मैडम देखिए मैं अच्छी हूँ.
Again?
मैडम को लिंक दे दियो तो.
हाँ मैडम को लिंक दे दियो तो अपने लिंक के खाते होगा.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
So I'll tell you the student roll number. Those will join the second link.